to the Social Corner, proudly brought to you by Absa. Do you know there is a special joy that comes when you stop hovering at the edge of a decision and just finally commit? That jump for joy feeling when hesitation disappears and action takes over. Absa understands that moment. From home loans to school fees to business finance and saving for the future, Absa helps make the next step easier and brings you closer within your reach. Because progress begins with a decision. Football teaches that lessons every single week. That's exactly what it teaches. Every match is shaped by choices. Pass or shoot, press or hold your line. The players who change the games trust their instincts and commit when opportunity appears.
I'm all for that jump for joy feeling that Absa offers us, you know. But you know what? You are right, Chisom. Momentum belongs to those who act. And nowhere is that clearer than in the title race. When the margins are tight and every point matters, one moment can tilt the balance of an entire season. The teams chasing trophies cannot afford to hesitate. Chisom knows that very much. They must push forward and take their chances when they arrive. Last week, the Premier League title race gave us another reminder of how quickly momentum can swing.
Exactly. And if you're a neutral, you don't feel it. For us, we feel the pressure.
At all.
And that takes us to our first moment, which took place at the Etihad Stadium. Manchester City and Arsenal are battling for the title yet again. And last week delivered another twist in that race. City had the chance to keep pressure on Arsenal. With a game in hand, they wanted to maintain the 5-point gap against Nottingham Forest, a side fighting to avoid relegation. And it began perfectly for City. Antoine Semenyo met a cross and finished brilliantly to give City the lead. The Etihad lifted and momentum looked secured. But guess what, guys? Forest responded. Morgan Gibbs-White leveled the match with a superb back flick beyond the keeper. Rodri restored City's lead soon after. Then came the twist. In the 76th minute, Elliot Anderson struck from distance to silence the Etihad and shift momentum in the title race.
Do not mind Chisom. She's very happy about that result.
Very happy.
Anyway, and while City were dropping points, Arsenal were pushing for 3 of their own against Brighton and Hove Albion. It was not their most fluent performance though. Brighton pressed hard and forced them to work for every opening. But our title races are rarely about perfection, and we all know that. They are about taking the chance when it arrives. Bukayo Saka did exactly that. A clever pass split the Brighton defense and Saka raced onto it. His shot was not the cleanest strike, traveling straight towards the goalkeeper, but the power forced the ball through the keeper's hands into the net. Not a goal for the highlight reels, we know, but possibly one of the most important of Arsenal's season. Now that finish secured a gritty 1-0 victory and swung momentum in the title race back towards Arsenal.
Well, if you're an Arsenal fan, that goal is definitely a highlight reel. Trust me. Moving on, Manchester United may not be chasing the title, but they are pushing hard for a return to Europe's elite competition. Under interim manager Michael Carrick, they had been unbeaten this year and were hoping to continue that run against Newcastle. The drama arrived just before half-time. Newcastle were reduced to 10 men deep into first-half injury time. Moments later, Anthony Gordon was brought down in the box. He stepped up and calmly converted the resulting penalty. Then came another twist. All of this in injury time. Just 3 minutes later, Casemiro headed in an equalizer to restore parity before the break. Newcastle spent the entire second half with 10 players, and United looked ready to take control. But football always has one more surprise. In the 90th minute, William Osula struck a spectacular shot that flew past the goalkeeper and into the net to seal a dramatic Newcastle victory. Another reminder that momentum can turn in an instant.
Mr. Carrick knows that all too well. Anyway, I'm sure you guys will get back onto things. Well, that is the lesson. In football and in life, progress belongs to those who trust their instincts and move when opportunity appears. Absa is here to support that decision. Whether you are planning for your family, building your business, or securing your future, Absa provides the tools to help you move forward with confidence. So go on and say yes to that jump for joy feeling when your plan finally comes together. Because you do know that your story matters. Absa.
Absolutely.
Joy, jump for joy, jump for joy, jump for joy.